Mike, thanks. There are many ways to mess up your finances, but financial expert Mark Lamkin from Lamkin Wealth Management can help you avoid some common and costly mistakes. In fact, he has the list of 5 dumb things people do with their money. Good morning.
I'm not going to start out with $140 Van Halen tickets that I buy because that was dumb, but I'm going to give you better ideas than that.
Okay, first one is things that are too good to be true. There are so many things out there. People say, you got to get into this, got to do it.
That's right. Well, the first thing is this is really 2 segments here as far as too good to be true. First are the scams that are out there. Think of the Bernie Madoffs and think about if people are coming to you and it sounds too good to be true with money, it probably is. But the second part of this, Sterling, is that if someone's trying to sell you financial products and you really don't understand and your gut's telling you not to do it, if it's too good to be true, it is. And even if it's remotely true, it's going to be way too expensive to be good for the long term.
All right, tax reason. A lot of people hang on to things for too long. You know, they want to avoid capital gains tax.
That's right. Don't let that tax tail wag the dog, because in this market, as volatile as the stock market is, if you don't want to pay capital gains tax, just wait a year or two and you probably won't have to worry about it. Think about Bank of America went from 57 down to 3, GE down to 60 to about 6, the Enrons. I mean, the stories go on and on and on. That if you wouldn't buy that stock today, then sell it immediately, pay your taxes, and move on.
All right, IRA to credit cards. Taking money out of your IRA to pay off those high-interest credit cards. You know, bad move?
No,
dumb move?
You know, it sounds really good, and I get it. You want to be debt-free. You're obsessed with it. And that interest is 12 to 15%. But if you pull out $10,000 and you're below 59.5, you may have $5,000. So it's taking you 2 to 1 to pay that off. Don't pay off those credit cards and risk your retirement. Get a separate plan and pay them down separately.
Okay, I know a lot of people, a lot of parents, they want to send their kids through college and not have any debt for their children. You know, is that a good thing if you have to borrow money to put your kids through school?
It's a noble idea, but let's face it, your child is going to have 40 years left to pay that debt off, whereas if you absorb it all, you may have just 10 or 15 left before you start retirement. I want them to have skin in the game. I can tell you when I was in college, the kids that did the best, they were paying a little bit of that tuition and mom and dad were helping a little bit versus just handing it out. So I think that it's a noble idea, but allow your child to have some skin in the game, and that means they don't have to finish debt-free.
Of course, you know I like donuts. What about small businesses? Should I leave the TV business and go into the donut making business? What do you think?
If you're passionate about it, yes. But here's the warning.
But the only interest and knowledge I have is eating those donuts.
Yeah, you know, that's the biggest mistake I see as an entrepreneur. Let's face it, the Small Business Administration tells you that 50% of those small businesses are going to fail within 2 years. And well over 50% aren't there 5 years later. So I think it's really important to understand that if you know the donut business and if you're passionate about it, give it a whirl. But don't do something just because you don't want to work for somebody else. That's what the vast majority of people do, and it's a mistake.
All right, Mark Lamkin, Lamkin Wealth Management. We're talking about the 5 most costly financial mistakes people make. If you missed any of our segment, you can check it out on marklamkin.com or WDRB.com. If you have any other questions, just dial that number on your screen directly to his office. He also has a toll-free number that you can call as well. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Always helpful.